All right, welcome to week 12. This week we are talking about the public and its beliefs and how public opinion helps to shape foreign policy. Now, historically, of course, the traditional view of the public is that they really don't know that much about it and they really don't care that much about it, and really foreign policy should be left to the smart people, the people that actually are interested in and have the right backgrounds and all that kind of stuff, the proper education, the proper leisure time, all that kind of stuff. Uh, Now, of course, today we have a much more complicated view, and the reality is that the public is periodically and episodically galvanized by foreign policy events, and that, as a result, you periodically have to, bring the public to greater awareness of what's going on. We generally think that these things happen around, foreign crises and wars. So the text, I think, does a pretty good job of talking about the difference between the elite and mass publics, and that you also have kind of this median group that we might call the attentive public. I would probably fall into the category of the attentive public. Nobody cares what I have to, what I think about foreign policy, but I nevertheless have read a lot about it, and I'm interested in it, and it's something that where I really make a significant effort to keep myself appraised at any particular point in time. This chapter also spends a great deal of time talking about the role of ideology and foreign policy orientations and how that has evolved and mutated from the Cold War, where anti-communism was pretty much sort of a consensus issue between liberals and conservatives, to the post-Vietnam period, where increasingly you begin to see this divergence within, between liberals and conservatives. And of course, today you have a really, really fragmented reality where it's really hard to say, what it is that liberals think vis-a-vis Israel or vis-a-vis, terrorism or things like that. They also talk about political culture and American national style, the fact that Americans have tended to view ourselves as Americans and as America, as both as at once innocent, benevolent, and exceptional, right? And what are the implications of that viewpoint? Those are the main things we're going to talk about this week in the forum that you guys need to begin participating in. Of course, this is week 12, and so this is where we're beginning this shift. And the points that you would have gotten from being, showing up in class and participating in class discussions now is moved over to this forum. I'm going to be relatively free form in terms of my expectations. We have 4 assignments due this week. We have the forum, which we, again, used to be participation. We have your study guide. We have the quiz, and then you have the Unit 2 exam, which was supposed to be due on the 29th, but that was moved back to the 5th, was kicked backwards, right? So you have all that work to do. If you haven't participated in week 11, you've got to do that as well. So let's make sure we're getting our work done this week. And let's, because we've got, about 5 more weeks left in the semester. So let's stay on top of this stuff and let's have a great week and stay safe.